Hello viewers, welcome to Novus Talks with me, your host, Novus Scorvius. It has been a very long time. I haven't said that intro in probably almost a year. I believe my last video I did was before Saw 10 came out. Maybe after that. I know I didn't even get around to doing a video review of that. So what's been going on? A lot. My entire life has changed, and that is not an overstatement. That is not me playing up to the camera. The reason I haven't uploaded anything since probably September of last year, well, to cut right to the chase, my mother died in October, quite suddenly, October the 26th. I was living at home with my mother, this very same house even, where I've recorded all my videos. This is where I've lived with my mother since 2005, so I was about 4. So since the age of 4, I have lived with her my entire life. And that is no longer the case, I'm afraid. She died quite suddenly on October 26th. Don't know the exact cause of death yet. Still waiting on information around all of that. I won't get into it. But I have my own thoughts on that. But for just out of the sake of, I guess, respectfulness, I won't divulge stuff like that. All you need to know is it was quite sudden, and it was natural causes, and she died at home. And yeah, since then, this house has come into my ownership. Anything my mom owned now falls to me. And I've had to adapt to that. I've had to adapt to a lot of things. Bills, for a start. Not having someone else in the house. Being on my own in these 4 walls 24/7. I've had to adapt to that. I've had to adapt to being the one who has to do everything. I'm the only one now who can do the laundry, paint the walls, clean the floor. It's all on me, and as you can no doubt imagine, it was very overwhelming to adjust to. It took me a long time. Even right now, I wouldn't say I'm in the clear yet. Like I've adjusted to living in the house and doing things now. Things have settled that way, but obviously there's a lot of mental damage there that is going to take much longer to sort through. And funny enough, one of the things that really helped me, see, around Christmas time is when things got like really difficult. Obviously Christmas time, and then suddenly not having my mother around for Christmas. And particularly January was a hell of a month. I'm not going to go into the details here, but like, I was in the worst place I've ever been mentally. And I would spend so many days getting up, waking up and just being like, well, what do I do now? I'm sitting here alone in the house. Now what? That was a lot to figure out, and that was my biggest hurdle at first. And funny enough, I bought a Switch, a Nintendo Switch, in March. I don't know I can't remember if I mentioned it on my channel before, but my original Switch got stolen on holidays last summer. So I waited a while to see if I could get that back before I replaced it. So I bought a Switch, an OLED, and strangely enough, like that's really saved me. Like I feel like that saved my life in a way, because having that, being able to play Tears of the Kingdom a year later, it gave me something to do. Like, it gave me a way to distract myself and all of that. I'm sure you get what I'm trying to say here. What else? So like, that's been really helping me stay somewhat sane, and not fall too deep into things. So funny enough, because the last time I had a bereavement, when my granddad died in 2021, a month later was when Metroid Dread was announced. So for the second time, Nintendo is here pulling me out of this. And you can tell it's been a while, because I'm pretty sure my hair is a hell of a lot longer than what it was before. I think I'm going to grow it long now. I don't know. But this was a video I've been wanting to do for a while. I didn't want to abandon the channel completely and disappear without a trace. I wanted to speak to you guys, because I'm sure there's bound to be some people wondering why the channel just fell off and nothing has happened in the last 7-8 months. And, you know, what happens now? Like, you notice I'm not even in my usual recording space, because that room is now full of stuff that, when my mom died, we were cleaning out the house, and a lot of the stuff that we need to sort through was put in that room. You know, old bits of broken furniture, bags of clothes, you know, things like that. Things that we figured we'll worry about another time. So that room is inaccessible. And so I chose, you know, here, the kitchen was my next best thing. But yeah, where does this leave me now in terms of YouTube? I gotta be honest here. Like, you know, obviously I haven't even been talking about things like, you know, all the stuff about Transformers or Nintendo's next console being announced, you know, all of that stuff. I haven't been able to just get into the space for it. I've fallen off in terms of interest with so much of what interests me. And I've been thinking hard about what this means for YouTube and for me now. I don't have a plan. Like, I don't plan on stopping the channel, but I also don't plan on continuing at the same time. So for the foreseeable future, what it's going to look like is random videos once in a while. I will cover the Nintendo Direct. They announced the Nintendo Direct last month. That's going to be happening this month, probably next week or two. I will cover that. I will do my reaction to that. If not for the fact that it's probably the last chance we have at seeing Metroid Prime 4 for this generation. And like, it feels pretty obvious that they would have it in that Direct. So I've always wanted to have my reaction to that available on YouTube. So I'm not going to miss that opportunity. But beyond that, beyond the Nintendo Direct, I'm going to take it as it comes. It's not going to be like before, where I'm sitting down covering every movie or game that excites me anymore. You know, like, I haven't even talked about Slender the Arrival's remake, even though I did a video a year, 2 years ago, basically being very upset that there was nothing, you know. So yeah, that's all I can really say for now. You'll need to be patient with me. I will have that Nintendo Direct reaction to go up. But other than that, I'm taking it at my own pace for now. Just wanted to add this at the end as an addendum because I was running out of storage space. But I basically said everything I wanted to say there. Yeah, like I'll be doing my reaction to the Nintendo Direct. So hopefully it's a good one, because this is the last one for this Switch generation, presumably. So, because I can imagine the September one will be the next generation as well. So hopefully it's a good one, and hopefully Metroid Prime 4 will be there. Probably not, knowing our luck, but realistically there's nothing else they can show. All their big games will be saved for next gen. And now it's not a rumor anymore. Now we know that next gen is a thing, so I don't know. I don't even know if I'll do a predictions video for it. I might just go in blind. Although on the other hand, it might be the last time I get to do a predictions video. So I'll see. I'm kind of just reiterating my points here, but yeah, I'm going to take it as it comes. In general, life overall, I'm trying to take everything one day at a time, and it's challenging. It is really challenging in a lot of ways. As I said, like, a lot of my interests have been just, I've lost interest in things. I am going to college in September. I forgot to mention that. Yeah, that will be important to mention. So I'll be starting college in September. So will that affect videos? It'll probably have some effect, but I don't know. Like, on the one hand, it might rejuvenate my interest or re-inspire me to keep doing videos, or it might completely take up so much of my time that I might not bother. So all in all, what I'm trying to say here is the status of Novus Talks is unknown at the moment. I'm not quite done yet. I've said it before, I think, in videos where I've talked about the future of the channel and whatnot, but I want to at least push until Metroid Prime 4, because sure, it's just a video game and there's more important things in life, but symbolically, and I'm a sucker for nostalgia and symbolism, this channel began making videos on, well, I made videos on Slenderman and FNAF and stuff in the beginning, but Metroid was one of the big early things, right? The road to Metroid Switch, as I called my videos back then. So this channel always existed around Metroid Prime 4, really. So to begin shortly after its original announcement and to keep going right up until its release, just from I suppose a meta point of view, that feels good to me. That's not me announcing that I've plans to stop, but it's not me saying I've plans to continue either. That'll be a turning point, I think. That'll be, when we reach that milestone, it'll definitely be time for a serious and hard think. But yeah, I'll be doing college the next coming months for acting for a year. So we'll see how that goes. I'm kind of apathetic toward it. Like, everything about it is good. It's ticking all the right boxes for me in all aspects of my life, but it's hard to be excited for anything anymore, you know. So there is that looming over me. But yeah, I don't know what the future holds. And YouTube we'll see what I can do. I just felt it was important to mention that college is part of the picture because, you know, so that even if you guys don't see videos from me for a while, you'll know that I've got stuff going on for the first time in my life. The first time since doing YouTube, I'll actually be doing something with my day-to-day life other than sitting at home playing video games all the time. So yeah, I suppose on a last note, I suppose I don't really have to mention it, but in terms of financial status, you know, you have to see the positives in some situations, I guess. And if there's anything in all of this, it's that I am okay in that area. Mentally and emotionally, I'm not okay. Financially, I'll manage for now. I don't want to go into details, but I at the same time I want to, I suppose, just give enough information so that you have an idea of what everything's like for me. But yeah, like in inheritance, things like that, you know. So for the foreseeable future, I can manage. But that's how I've managed to coast by so easily up to now. But yeah, that is the update on my life 8 months later. I mean, it feels weird ending this video knowing that I'll be like doing a video again, that I'll be talking to you again like next week or the week after in the Nintendo Direct as if everything is normal and nothing ever happened. But yeah, you have that to look forward to, I guess, for anyone who still cares. So that is everything I have to say. That is my long overdue explanation status update. So yeah, I hope you're all doing well. I hope everyone of you watching this is doing well, and I hope I've given you enough information that you're satisfied. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and please subscribe.